Formula 1 has been pretty quiet recently. However, a lot has surfaced from Red Bull in the last few days, as Horner has just sent a huge warning to F1 rivals regarding Max Verstappen. More has been revealed on Red Bull's chances of dominating, and Verstappen has revealed his own surprising take on the 2022 season. A lot to cram into a short video, but one you definitely don't want to miss, guys, so sit back, chill out, and be sure to subscribe for more Formula 1 content. And with that said, let's get down to it. Red Bull got off to a flying start with a new era of Formula 1 cars. Well, if you ignore the first couple of races, that is. But former Red Bull racing driver and current Red Bull advisor do both believe heading into 2023 won't be as plain sailing as it has been. Formula 1 tends to follow the trend of back-to-back Constructors' Championship winners, something which Red Bull has achieved again in 2021 and 2022. And no, I've not forgotten that Brawn ruined this trend back in 2009, but we won't talk about that. Red Bull were the team to end the reign of the Silver Arrows after a record-breaking 8 Constructors' Championships back-to-back. But the question remains, can Red Bull secure another Constructors' Championship in 2023? And could they even go after the record? Well, Red Bull lover and ex-driver David Coulthard is not convinced and was quoted as saying, "Of course I don't have a crystal ball, but it feels like if Ferrari get on top of their reliability and operation mistakes, then they're there. The transition of what these cars are going to become next year will be a lot easier. Mercedes clearly have a quick car, and they look like they're going to be there. When Mercedes arrived at the beginning of the hybrid era, they had such a pace advantage. They really unleashed a great power unit, and that allowed them to run more dirty downforce. The car didn't need to be so efficient in the beginning, because they could just power their way through." Coulthard went on to explain how Mercedes created the pinnacle of race cars, something I most definitely have to agree on when we look back at the W11. What an animal it was. But before I continue, what's your favourite F1 car of all time? Let me know in the comments below. Coulthard went on to add, "I would like to believe that we are going to see a three-way battle for the title next year. As strong as Max has been, we are where we are in the closing stage of the 2022 season, which are the foundations of next year. So that, to me, feels like we're a lot closer than we were at the beginning of the year." When speaking of who Red Bull believe to be their closest contender heading into 2023, Helmut Marko believes that Mercedes will be the team for them to watch out for, as they are more stable and they have Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen broke the world record for most victories in a Formula 1 season, with 15, whilst also defending his world championship. He finished 146 points clear of Charles Leclerc and had secured the title with 4 races to spare. Christian Horner thinks it's rather frightening what Verstappen has achieved, and says Verstappen has qualities the likes of which he has never seen before. A driver to be feared, and a driver that many believe will break all current Formula 1 records. When asked about comparing Verstappen to the youngest Formula 1 champion Sebastian Vettel, Horner was quoted as saying, "I think they're such different people. I mean, Sebastian was very Germanic in his work ethic, he worked very, very hard. Max, just a very natural, raw ability that has a hunger and a determination like I've certainly never seen before." So, very different in so many ways, but very similar in their determination, in their desire to want to win, to want to be the best. Max, whatever he goes on to achieve in his career, has done so much in such a short space of time. At the age of just 25, it's quite frightening to think what actually lies ahead of him. Now, despite what most of us tend to agree on as Formula 1 fans, which is Verstappen and Red Bull were dominant in 2022, well, Verstappen believes, for some strange reason, that Red Bull and himself didn't really dominate at all. In a recent interview, Verstappen was asked if he wants to be pushed more by rivals in 2023, and he responded with, "Well, I think I did get pushed this year. It's just that some teams around us had reliability issues. Yes, it looks like it was a dominating season, but actually when you look at it, I didn't even have that many pole positions. Because our car were over 1 lap was, for most of the season, not even the quickest. So I wouldn't say that this was actually true domination, because I think if you really dominate, you put it on pole and drive off into the distance, and that's it. Which most of the time was not the case." Now to me, although I see his point, I think if you finish 146 points clear of your nearest rival, it's pretty safe to say that you dominated. Accept it, Max, you did. Well, I think you did at least. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's the video from me today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic new year. I'll see you next year. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's content. And until 2023, bye bye.